Test 1 2, test 1 2. Test 1 2, test 1 2. Test 1 2, test 1 2. Test 1 2, 1 2, test test 1 2, 1 2.
Test 1 2 1 2 1 2 live from De La Salle. It's the Christian Brothers Classic. De La Salle versus the Christian Brothers Falcons. 1 2. 1 2 1 2. Doing an audio test. 1 2 1 2. De La Salle versus Christian Brothers. 1 2 on De La Salle TV. Test 1 2 1 2. De La Salle versus Christian Brothers. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Doing an audio test. 1 2. 1 2 1 2 live from De La Salle High School. It's the De La Salle Spartan basketball team going up against Christian Brothers today in the Christian Brothers Classic, the final of the 6 games involving these 6 teams competing in this classic. Hello and welcome to De La Salle Spartan basketball. The Spartans playing their second game of the season and their second game in this Christian Brothers Classic as they go up against the Christian Brothers Falcons out of Sacramento. Hello everyone, I am Pat O'Rourke. Pleased to bring you this broadcast as the Spartans look to go to 2-0. They're going to have to do so, however, without Ibrahim Monowar, their top player, their lone returning starter from last year's team. That was the CIF Open Division NorCal runner-up and the defending North Coast Section Open champions, the Spartans, without Ibrahim Monowar for this contest, and they are coming off a win over Justin Siena yesterday, in which Monowar played and scored 7 points in that contest. He also had 3 rebounds in the game for the Spartans, but he is unfortunately unavailable today, so the Spartans will try to win without their lone returning starter from last year's team. They go up against the Christian Brothers Falcons team that is already off to a 2-0 start this season are the Falcons. The Falcons won their opening game 72-70 versus Venture Academy and 67-64 yesterday. In this Christian Brothers Classic on this very same floor, they defeated the Cathedral Phantoms out of Los Angeles to win that contest. So that is the matchup today, the Spartans and Christian Brothers. We're going with a little bit of a different setup. We don't have our director, Tim Banks, with us today, so hopefully you won't see the usual graphics and so forth for the game, but as I will be running the game myself, I got my cameraman, Tony Dickert, helping me out as we bring this broadcast. We're doing some testing with the audio, as I know the audio is the main thing we're worried about right now as far as sounding good, and we've been testing that throughout here and hoping to bring you this broadcast today, the Spartans and the Christian Brothers Falcons, which will get underway very shortly. We'll pause for the prayer and national anthem.
Thank you for the opportunity to come together as Lasallian schools to play a game we
Pat O'Rourke back with you here on De La Salle TV. The Spartan basketball team is going up against the Christian Brothers Falcons, and with you today, unfortunately without my broadcast partner Stephen Shea, who was calling some CCS championship football earlier today as St. Ignatius pulled out a last-second win over rival Sacred Heart Cathedral in San Jose. So doing a solo today, and it will be an interesting matchup. Christian Brothers coming off maybe their best season ever. They won 27 games last year, 27-8, fourth in the very tough Capital Valley Conference. It's a conference that includes Intercom, Wood Creek, Rio Americano, and it's the most wins for the program in at least 20 years. At least in the Max Preps era, they haven't won close to that many games before, and they did it under head coach Jermaine Brown in his sixth season in charge, a 75-68 career record, .524 winning percentage, and he goes with the following lineup. Najee Banks, 6'2 junior, Joaquin Lucero Mattis, a 5'10 senior, Jaden DeJesus Eves, a 6'8 freshman, Braden Henley is a 6'4 junior, and Miles Archie, a 6'2 junior. Now, as for the Spartan starters, the Spartans wearing the white jerseys, of course, and their home jerseys on their home floor. And they will be going with the following starting lineup. David Pachulia is a 6'3 junior. Also for the Spartans, the big man in the middle, 6'7 senior Mariano Lopez Ardan. In that starting lineup, Austin C., a 6'1 junior. Got Ashton Preston, a 6'4 junior. And finally for the starters, Devon Williams, a 5'9 junior. As the tip is up and out of bounds, and it will be a jump ball. They'll have to redo it again. Lopez Arden jumping it up against Jaden DeJesus Eves, a 6'8 freshman for Christian Brothers. So we'll see if DeJesus Eves does any growing here in the next few years. He's just a freshman. Look at that size, 6'8. The tip won by the Spartans. David Pachulia over to Austin C., and we are underway. Christian Brothers Classic, sixth and final game of this two-day event. Lopez Arden up top for the Spartans, who again are playing without Ibrahim Manawar, injured in yesterday's game and not playing tonight. So Austin C. handles it up top for the Spartans. 12 in the shot clock. Swing it around the perimeter. David Pachulia over on the left side. Back up top, C. C fires from straight away. The three is off the mark. Lopez Arden's got it underneath, and he's got the putback. It is Christian Brothers basketball as they bring it up with Joaquin Lucero Mattis. They try to go down low, and he turns it over as he was looking for the big man. So we have the first turnover of the game. Here's Pachulia kicking it over to Devon Williams. Williams stepping along the baseline. Back over to Lopez Arden. He drives in. Shot blocked. Looked like the freshman got a piece of it. It's Christian Brothers basketball. The Falcons are trailing the Spartans by a 2-0 count. And stepping out of bounds along the baseline. But he was forced out there. Dave Kutaya, the referee here, is going to give a foul to the Spartans' Devon Williams. And the pass taken away by Williams. Williams all the way in, goes up, misses the shot inside. Lopez Arden's got another rebound. It's blocked out of his hands, and there'll be a foul inside. And the first free throw off the mark for Lopez Arden. Second one is good. And It's a 3-0 De La Salle lead. They go inside. There's the freshman with the two-handed dunk inside. Jaden DeJesus at Eves puts Christian Brothers on the board. Spartans move it around. Three-point look is off the mark from Pachulia. The rebound goes to Miles Archie. Ahead to Lucero Mattis. Up top, it's Najee Banks. Try to swing inside, knocked away by the Spartans. Already a third turnover for the Falcons. Here's C the other way, and C's got the finish. 5-2 in favor of De La Salle. Their scorebook is not working right now. I'll try to keep you updated here. It's 5-2 De La Salle. It's Christian Brothers with the basketball. It's Braden Henley. He goes towards the rim, and he'll draw a foul on the Spartans. Ashton Preston the foul, his first personal, second team foul for the Spartans, and going to the line is Braden Henley. Makes the first free throw. Misses the second free throw, and Lopez Arden already has 3 rebounds. Spartans up by the 5-3 count as C steps inside the paint, kicks outside to Williams. This is for the Spartans. Preston back to Williams along the baseline, tries to use some strength, kicks it back out to the perimeter. Now they try to go in the corner to Williams, and the Spartans turn it over, their first turnover of the night. So it's Christian Brothers basketball. We're over 3 minutes into the contest. These two teams last season combined for 55 wins. Lucero Mattis steps into the paint. Nice pass, and another two-handed stuff for Jaden DeJesus Eves. Makes it a 5-5 game, all even up here. 4:20 to go in the opening period. Pachulia pump fakes a 3, steps to his right, fires away, misses it short. On the floor, a tie up for the loose ball. Possession arrow will give it to the Spartans. Noah Ladresh makes his first appearance for the Spartans, a 6'4 junior. He checks in for fellow 6'4 junior Ashton Preston. 5-5 game. 4 minutes to go in the first. Up top, it's Henley. He loses it. Wide open underneath, and guess what? Another two-handed jam for Jaden DeJesus Eves. Braden Henley lost it. When he got it back, he saw his freshman teammate all alone under the basket. A long 3 for C's off the back. And on the rebound, we'll have a foul on the floor going against the Falcons. Go against Miles Archie. C does the inbounding for the Spartans. Lopez Arden, 3 points and 3 rebounds already. Back to C in the corner from Williams. C on the 3, off the mark. And a foul on the rebound this time goes against the Spartans. It goes against Lopez Arden, his first. Pat O'Rourke with you. Without my color analyst, Stephen Shea. He's excited to be back with me on Thursday and the rest of the season for the Chris Vaughn Tour Spartan Classic starting on Thursday. The Spartans play Vallejo. Inside, shot missed underneath by Najee Banks. And Lopez Arden has the rebound, and we're going to get another whistle against the Falcons. goes against Joaquin Lucero Mattis. 7-5 Christian Brothers leads with 3:17 to go in the opening quarter. Mention I'm here, but also should mention our cameraman, Tony Dicker. Thanks to him for helping us out in a pinch today as we're without our normal broadcast setup. A foul again on the Christian Brothers. It goes against Najee Banks. Fourth team foul on the Falcons, who lead by 2. Pachulia has missed a couple threes, steps inside them and goes into the paint and puts in a nice layup from the right side. And David Pachulia is on the board. We're all even at 7. 2:42 to go in the opening quarter. Knocked away by Lopez Arden. Another turnover for the Falcons. Lopez Arden goes all the way to the rim and finishes. He's got 5. The Spartans are back in front by a 9-7 count. With the basketball, Lucero Mattis. And the mid-range jumper is good for Lucero Mattis, a 5'10 senior guard. Pulls the Falcons even at 9. C throws it up for Lopez Arden, who lays it in. Spartans reclaim the lead, 11-9, 2 minutes to go in the opening period. Lucero Mattis, another jumper. This one bounces home. So he's got back-to-back J's for the Falcons, and we're even again, this time at 11. Christian Brothers 2-0, the Spartans 1-0. Here's Pachulia on the right block. Swings it into the corner. They go back down to Lopez Arden, who gets a little push in the back as he catches. He goes right to the hoop. His jump hook just rims out, and the rebound inside, grabbed by Omar Johnson. A chance for the Falcons to go back in front. A pull-up 3 is good by Lucero Mattis, who is feeling it from the outside now. He makes it a 14-11 Christian Brothers lead with 1:18 to go. And the Spartans' pass was deflected away. Into the game, Maximus Maldonado for the Christian Brothers as Banks takes a seat. Devon Williams goes out for the Spartans, and JoJo Ivankovic, the senior at 6'3", checks in. 1:11 to go in the first, and the Spartans are down by 3. Here's Ivankovic in the corner for a 3. That's good. He comes in cold and nails the 3 to pull the Spartans even at 14. These teams trading buckets. We have less than a minute to go in the opening period. And it's C on the takeaway. 5 turnovers already for the Falcons. C spinning her way around and missing the shot. The rebound goes to Braden Henley. He turns it over again. Here's another chance for C, and he's got his second bucket. Spartans in front by a 16-14 count. Up top, it is Lucero Mattis. Knocked away by C. The grab back. Shot clock is off. Christian Brothers holding for the last shot, down by 2. It's the freshman DeJesus Eves. Tries to walk to his left, misses the shot, just rimmed out with 2 seconds. 1 at the buzzer, the bucket goes for Braden Henley. And Christian Brothers ties it up at 16 after 1 period of play. We'll take a break on the audio side. We'll keep it right here, but as we update thanks to so much to Bruce Lyon for helping us out with this broadcast, for borrowing his computer and trying to run a 2-man show. I got my cameraman, Tony Dicker, who does an impeccable job all the time, and I'm trying to keep things okay on the technical side so you can continue enjoying this game right here on De La Salle TV. We bring it to you over Vimeo, YouTube, Huddle, and the NFHS Network. Just as I speak of Bruce Line, he's helping me out remotely as we change it to the second quarter. Yes, we move to the second quarter here on De La Salle TV. Spartans have the basketball, all even at 16 with Christian Brothers out of Sacramento. This is Austin C of the basketball. Over to, they get it to Pachulia, back outside C. He'll take the three and hit. Spartans have their second three of the game, and Austin C already has 7 points. Christian Brothers misses the shot very long, goes off the backboard and rim before C grabs it. C, Pachulia on the floor along with Ivankovic, and also in the game for the Spartans as they turn it over a second time. Noah Ladresh along with Oscar Filipowski. Spartans up by 3. Inside. Shot knocked away by the Spartans. It will stay with the Falcons. Again, Christian Brothers comes in 2-0. They won a game yesterday against Cathedral right here, 67-64, and also beat Venture Academy 72-70. So they've had 2 close games, 2 games decided by a combined total of 5 points. So if this one goes down to the wire, they're well experienced in those close games already. They feed it underneath, and inside, the finish is there for the Falcons. Their first points of the second quarter. That finish inside from Isaac Fontaine. This is Pachulia up top. Here's C. C steps into the paint. Misses it off the back iron. Actually, it goes in off the back iron. Got the kind bounce, and Austin C already has 9 points, leading all players. Spartans in front by 3. This shot, De La Salle's got the rebound. This is C. Skip pass, finds Pachulia. He'll take the 3 from the wing, miss it short inside. Rebound pulled in by Henley. On the push, it's Fontaine. This is the hot hand for the Falcons. Lucero Mattis, he finally misses one from the outside. Ivankovic has the rebound for the Spartans, who are in front by 3. And on the drive, we see 3 bodies hit the deck, and the foul will go against the Falcons as Ladresh aggressively took it towards the rim. Foul goes against Omar Johnson. 2 free throws for Noah Ladresh. Ladresh, a 6'4" junior, makes the first. Najee Banks checks back in for Christian Brothers. For the Spartans, C, Pachulia, and Filipowski all check out. You've got Williams, Ivankovic, Lopez Arden on the floor, along with Ashton Preston, and at the free throw line, Ladresh. He misses the second free throw. Spartans from the line yesterday were 11 of 14 in a win over Justin Siena. On the drive, spinning his way inside the paint, missing off the back iron is Banks. Lopez Arden has his 5th rebound. Ahead into the corner for a 3. That is good by Ladresh. Spartans started off shooting cold from three, but they now have 3 threes in the game, and they have their largest lead of the game at 25-18 as they've outscored Christian Brothers 9-2 in the second period. Christian Brothers calls a timeout, leaving them with 4 remaining. Each side with 1 team foul, 5:09 to go in the first half. The Spartans of De La Salle leading the Christian Brothers Falcons in this Christian Brothers Classic, 25-18. Pleased to have you with us here on De La Salle TV. Driving and throwing it away is Braden Henley. And that's been what's plaguing the Falcons. They have 7 turnovers. The Spartans have 2. Devon Williams to Ladresh. Back up top to Williams. Spartans playing their second game of the season. They'll be home again for the Chris Von Tour Spartan Classic next week starting on Thursday. Swinging around the perimeter, 15 to shoot. Against the zone of the Christian Brothers. A 3 is off the mark by Ladresh. Good rebound inside by Preston as he keeps the possession alive. Here's Devon Williams. Missing a 3 to the right. Rebound goes to DeJesus Eves. Still a 7-point game. 4:12 to go in the first half. And a traveling violation against Christian Brothers, Miles Archie. And again, a turnover, the 8th of the game for the Falcons. Battle for it on the floor. It'll call the tie-up and the possession arrow. Referees are going to confer on this about the tie-up. And they're going to give Christian Brothers a timeout instead of the jump ball. They do have the possession arrow going their way, but they'll keep that possession arrow going their way with the timeout, preserving this possession with 3:46 to go in the first half, and the Spartans leading the Falcons by a 25-18 count. Spartans have outscored the Falcons 9-2 in the period. A little bit more info on the Christian Brothers. Told you their coach is Jermaine Brown in his 6th season, 75 wins and 68 losses, but that's significant because he took over a program that was not in great shape, and he went 12-31 in his first 2 years. So he's gone 63-37 since then. They already got 2 wins this year. They play in the Wild West Shootout in Reno next weekend. Last year, they were 4th in the Capital Valley Conference. They finished 27-8. They won the Sac Joaquin Section Division III title with a win over El Capitan. And they also had wins significantly in the regular season against programs like Jesuit and Centennial. They made it to the CIF NorCal Division III semifinals before they fell to Palo Alto last season. So it is Falcons basketball. They go into the paint, and the freshman misses the shot with the left hand as Pachulia grabs the rebound. Spartans still up by that 7-point margin. Devon Williams to Pachulia on the elbow. Pachulia puts it on the floor, kicks it back outside, gets it back on the left side. Still working against that Christian Brothers zone. Here's another 3-point look that's way off from Ladresh. A deflected rebound finds Miles Archie. And a travel on the Falcons. Called from the ref on the other side of the floor. It makes it 9 turnovers for Christian Brothers. Here is Austin C. C has it stripped away. 3rd turnover for the Spartans. The offense has definitely gone down since that opening quarter, but not before Joaquin Lucero Mattis gets the layup on a quick move to the hoop. He's got 9 to lead all Falcons players. Here's Pachulia from the block. Feeds it Lopez Arden, and he goes off the window as he now has 9 points. He's got 9. Austin C's got 9 to lead the Spartans, and they are up by 7. From the foul line extended, jumper misses by Henley. Lopez Arden has the rebound. Ladresh thinking about another 3, instead feeds Pachulia in the mid-range. And he shuffled his feet. 16-16 game after the opening quarter, now 27-20 De La Salle. Spartans trying to win without their top player, their lone returning starter from last year's North Coast Section Open Division Championship team, Ibrahim Manawar, unavailable tonight. Miles Archie working against Ladresh. Tough fadeaway jumper over him is good, and he's got his first bucket of the game. Here's Pachulia. He'll take the 3, and he nails it from straight away. So Pachulia has his first 3 of the game. He's got 5 points overall. A minute 16 to go in the half, and the Spartans in front by 8. They got to reset the shot clock here. Joaquin Lucero Mattis, 9 points to lead all Falcon players. He gets rid of it to Henley. Henley working against Pachulia, backing his way in. And a whistle and foul against the Spartans. His first. The freshman, Jesus Eves, working against Lopez Arden, and he gets called for the double dribble. 10 turnovers in this first half for the visitors from Sacramento. 8-point Spartan lead, a chance to extend this lead to double figures. Here's Pachulia putting on the floor, going right to the rim, unable to finish inside, and on the floor, a tie-up, and the possession arrow points Christian Brothers' way. .40 seconds to go. Inside, Henley catches and scores, and a nice feed from Banks. Henley's got 5, and the Falcons back within 6. Shot clock is off. Spartans can hold for the final look of this first half. It's C, Pachulia, Williams, Ivankovic, and Lopez Arden. This is C, still working against that Christian Brothers zone. 5 seconds. C has it stripped away by Banks. Ahead, they get a layup out of it from Lucero Mattis, and a key bucket there for Christian Brothers on a Spartan turnover to close out the first half. A 4-point De La Salle lead as we head to the break. The Spartans led by as many as 7. And we'll go to intermission in this 4-point game. I was unable to get all our commercials ready, so I want to thank all our sponsors: Golden State Orthopedic and Spine, Apollo Roofing, Lemurs, Concord, GMC, NewFi Lending, Dolan's Lumber, Armanino LLP, BMW Concord, Epic Insurance Brokers and Consultants, Lennox Homes, Mello's Italian Table, Van Pelt Construction Services, Diablo Valley Funeral Home, Carey Brothers Design and Build Remodeling, Carlos Insulation Incorporated, Rubino Counseling, and SPM Properties. And we've got a treat as Christ the King youngsters will be playing here at halftime. Christ the King out of Pleasant Hill. Zach Beckman with the bucket there here in this Christ the King battle. The white jerseys of Christ the King against the red jerseys for these Crusader basketball players. Charlie Johnson with the bucket. was Landon Butler on that bucket there for the Christ the King youngsters. And a great job by the Christ the King Crusaders for putting on a show here at halftime. It's 30-26 in favor of the De La Salle Spartans. Along with our cameraman, Tony Dickert, I am Pat O'Rourke. Pleased to bring you this broadcast here on De La Salle TV over Vimeo, YouTube, Huddle, and NFHS. Spartans and Falcons were tied at 16 after the first quarter. Spartans outscored Christian Brothers 14-10 in the second quarter. And the leading scorer for the Spartans, Mariano Lopez Arden, along with Austin C., each have 9 points. David Pachulia's got 5, Noah Ladresh with 4, and Jojo Ivankovic has 3. For Christian Brothers, 11 points for Joaquin Lucero Mattis, 6 for Jaden DeJesus Eves, 5 for Braden Henley, and 2 each for Isaac Fontaine and Miles Archie. Again, thanks to all our sponsors, Golden State Orthopedic and Spine, Apollo Roofing, Lemurs Concord GMC, Newfi Lending, Dolan's Lumber, Armanino LLP, BMW Concord, Epic Insurance Brokers and Consultants, Lennox Homes, Mello's Italian Table, Van Pelt Construction Services, Diablo Valley Funeral Home, Carey Brothers Design and Build Remodeling, Carlos Installation Incorporated, Rubino Counseling, and SPM Properties. Told you the scoring as far as turnovers. Christian Brothers with 10. The Spartans have 5. De La Salle's a 12-9 rebounding edge. Spartans 2 of 4 from the foul line. Christian Brothers 1 of 2. The Spartans made 4 threes in that first half. The Falcons have 1. For the Christian Brothers, Najee Banks, Joaquin Lucero Mattis, Jaden DeJesus Eves, Braden Henley, Miles Archie. The same 5 starters start the second half for the Spartans. You've got Austin C., Devon Williams, Ashton Preston, Mariano Lopez Arden, and David Pachulia. So we go to the third period. And it's De La Salle basketball to start the third. That means possession are now pointing Christian Brothers' way. Here's Pachulia up top. The Christian Brothers staying in that 2-3 zone. They almost forced another turnover out. They're extending that zone. It's not just the guards up top aren't just sitting back in the zone. They're applying ball pressure. Spartan basketball, 8 to shoot. C almost got it turned over, but a foul on Najee Banks as he tried to come up with a takeaway. His second personal, first team foul. On the right side, Ashton Preston for the Spartans. Swing it around, Pachulia. Spartans have had it for the entirety of this third quarter as we've played 45 seconds. Preston back out to C. C on the baseline, runs into trouble up top, Pachulia. Now it's Preston shooting the 3. Missing it way off, but Lopez Arden here to clean up the mess. He's got 11 points and 7 rebounds, and the Spartans go back in front by 6. Christian Brothers, first possession of the second half. This is Miles Archie over to Braden Henley. Spartans in their usual man-to-man defense, 10 to shoot for Christian Brothers. Knocked away by C, grabbed back by Banks. Henley nearly got it stripped, but they're going to get Ashton Preston on the foul. And that's going to be his second. Here's Henley, losing it near the elbow. Outside for a long three by Lucero Mattis, a wild shot. I don't know if he thought the shot clock was running down. He's arguing with his coach right now, like why he shot that ball. It's Spartan basketball. De La Salle in front by 6. Spartans trying to go to 2-0. Trying to win the 99th game in the coaching career of Marcus Schroeder in his 5th season in charge. Here's Pachulia, open for a three from the left side. That's good. Pachulia missed his first 3 threes or so, but he's now made 2 since, and he extends his lead to 9, the largest lead it's been for De La Salle. Down low, catching and missing the easy one inside is the Jesus Eves. Preston the rebound. Here's C, kicking it to Williams. Williams along the corner. Preston working against Lucero Mattis. Back to Preston on the wing. Williams wants a three from the corner. Missed it short, and DeJesus Eves pulls in the rebound. Christian Brothers down 9 with the basketball. 5.5 to go in the third. A drive by Banks, blocked away by Lopez Arden. C grabs the loose ball, feeds it ahead, Devon Williams. First points of the game for Williams, and the Spartans' lead is in double figures. Henley pushing off as he steps inside the lane. Pachulia tried to come away with the strip, but he'll get called for the foul, his second personal. Both these teams won section championships last year. Christian Brothers won a Division III title in the Sac Joaquin section. The Spartans, North Coast section Open Division champions, the very best team in that North Coast section last year. And on the inbounds, knocked away by the Spartans. Spartans lost a lot of senior talent from that team last year. Of course, most notably Alec Blair, but also David Balligan, Braddock Chelsvig, Bryce Patton, Brady Orr, Mitchell Herring, Zach Arnold, Jason Brown. All seniors who graduated after last year's terrific run through the playoffs for De La Salle. On the back door, Christian Brothers get it inside. They kick it back out to Najee Banks. Feed it on the wing in front of the Falcon bench to Omar Johnson. His baseline jumper is off the mark. The deflected rebound goes right to Lucero Mattis, and he's fouled. Lopez Arden with his second. And Lucero Mattis makes his first trip to the line. He's the leading scorer for the Falcons with a dozen after that first free throw. Lucero Mattis trying to cut this deficit to single figures, and he does. First points of the second half for the Christian Brothers, who are down 9. They extend their pressure into the backcourt as Pachulia catches it just across the timeline. He'll feed Williams. Now C on the drive. C, right-hander off the back iron, bounces up a couple times. Lopez Arden's got it. He tries to go up strong, and he is fouled. 8 rebounds to go off his 11 points already for Lopez Arden. Second foul on the 6'8 freshman, DeJesus Eves. Second team foul. Lopez Arden back to the line, and he makes the first. He's now 2 of 3 from the line. He's got 12 points. Isaac Fontaine back into the game for Christian Brothers. Najee Banks takes a seat. Lopez Arden trying to get this lead back to 11. And he does. 39-28 Spartan lead, 4:25 to go in the third quarter. You're watching this game on De La Salle TV. Henley loses it, gets it back, goes up, misses it, rebound deflected out of bounds, and it will go to the Spartans. Pachulia, C, Williams, Preston, and Lopez Arden. This is Preston stepping out of a double team, feeding Pachulia on the wing. Pachulia drives into the paint and then kicks it back outside. The big man fakes the three, sidesteps a man, gets it swatted away. Williams grabs the loose ball. Lopez Arden shoots a three from the left wing, and the rebound goes to Isaac Fontaine. De La Salle trying to extend an 11-point advantage. This is Pachulia. Devon Williams. Pachulia fires a three right in front of the Spartan bench, and he's feeling it from the outside. 14-point Spartan lead. They've outscored Christian Brothers 12-2 in the quarter. And a takeaway by Pachulia. He pushes. He's got teammates trailing. He goes right to the rim and finishes. David Pachulia with 8 of his 13 in the third period, and the Spartans go up by 16. Pachulia went down, and hopefully he's all right. He kind of hops out of it after getting helped off the floor, tries to hop out of it. He has been pivotal during this run for the Spartans. They have outscored Christian Brothers 14-2 in this third quarter, and they have pushed this lead up to 16 as they try to make it a 2-0 start to their campaign. Get a look at the Spartan huddle. Head coach Marcus Schroeder in the middle of it in his 5th season in charge, 98-26. He's had a terrific run as a Spartan head coach, 790 winning percentage. He was the associate head coach at St. Mary's with Randy Bennett, 10 years on that staff. He was a 4-year player at Princeton, and he won a Division I state championship right here at De La Salle in 2006. So a 16-point deficit for the Falcons. They have the basketball. Here's Henley going up strong and scoring off the window. First field goal of the second half for Christian Brothers. It took 5 minutes. Spartans working against pressure, and it will be a timeout called by Marcus Schroeder to avoid the 10-second violation. Spartans use up their first timeout, 2 remaining for Christian Brothers in this 44-30 contest with 2:45 to go in the third period. Spartans, again, a very new look team here after graduating all that senior talent from last year. They have had a lot of success at home here over the years, 63-6 at home over the last 4+ seasons, 18-1 last year, 18-2 the year before. And they won their 15th all-time North Coast Section Championship for this basketball program. They've made an NCS title game 9 times in the last 10 North Coast Section postseasons. And they've won 14 titles over those last 27 NCS playoffs. They've also made it to the CIF Open Division for 4 consecutive years for the first time in program history. They had just a 4-point lead at the half, but they have extended it up to 14. It was at 16. Pachulia, Williams, C, Preston and Lopez Arden as Christian Brothers continues to apply full court pressure. Here's Lopez Arden on the feed from Williams with the foul. And one for Mariano Lopez Arden. He's got 15, that is a game high, and he goes back to the free throw line where he is already 3 of 4. Misses the free throw, and the rebound is pulled in by Omar Johnson. 2:32 to go in the third. And backing his way in as Henley scores the bucket and the foul. Goes against Preston, his third. And Henley misses the free throw. Rebound on the floor, and the Spartans grab it, and they call a timeout. Good hustle by C to hit the deck and grab that rebound. Spartans basketball again dealing with the full court pressure of 2:22 to go in the third. It goes to Williams. Williams meets a trap, gets away with it to Pachulia. David Pachulia tried to use his off arm a little bit there and got fouled from behind. Isaac Fontaine, the foul, his first, 4th team foul. Pass inside, knocked away. Spartans' first turnover of the second half. This is Henley losing it, knocked out of bounds. It will stay with the Falcons. James Bush checks into the game for the first time for the Spartans. A 6'4" senior replaces Ashton Preston. Here's Henley. Henley, tough fadeaway jumper, missed it short. Rebound off the floor to Lucero Mattis. Henley now controlling, he slips, gets rid of it. Stepping right to the basket and scoring is Omar Johnson. Somehow not a travel there as he got from the beyond the free throw line to the hoop without dribbling. And a foul against the Spartans. I believe that was Devon Williams on the foul. The inbounds from DeJesus Eves. Still over a minute to play in the third. Henley spinning around and just having it rimmed out off the window. Lopez Arden battling for the rebound, and he'll get the rebound and draw the foul on DeJesus Eves. And that's going to give the Spartans free throws at the other end. Lopez Arden, very active from the line thus far, 3 of 5. He's got 15 points to lead all players, and he makes the first free throw. And JoJo Ivankovic is in for Devon Williams. Miles Archie replaces DeJesus Eves. Lopez Arden makes them both. Pachulia and Lopez Arden are out. Noah Ladresh, Oscar Filipowski join Bush, Ivankovic, and C on the floor. Less than a minute to go in the third. A long three's off the mark. Good box out by Filipowski, and C's got the rebound. C in the backcourt. Got to get it across here, and he gets it stripped by Lucero Mattis, and he's got an easy layup. It's the second time he's done that. He did at the end of the first half. And just like that, the Falcons within 12. Shot clock is off for the remainder of the third. Ivankovic, dangerous pass, knocked away by Henley, but they'll get Henley on the foul. Austin C will go to the line for the first time tonight. C had 3 points in yesterday's win as he makes the first free throw. Second free throw is good by C, and Williams comes in for C to play defense here in the final 25 seconds. Free throw shooting is one area where the Spartans can definitely improve upon from what they were a year ago. They were 11 of 14 last night. They're 6 of 7 in the second half here, 8 of 11 in the game. The Spartans are up by 14. 5 seconds for Christian Brothers. This is Omar Johnson losing it out of bounds. 13th turnover for the Falcons. 3.6 seconds for the Spartans here to go the length of the floor. Pachulia and C are back in for Bush and Ivankovic. Pachulia will do the inbounding. Plenty of time here. Even if you catch in the backcourt, you can still dribble all the way up and get not a bad three-point look. But C goes back laterally, and then he shoots from half court and misses off the back iron. And that will take us through 3 quarters. The Spartans, a very good third quarter. They outscored Christian Brothers 20-10 in the period. And they increased their lead up to 14. Get a look at the Spartan bench. Again, thanks so much to our sponsors. Golden State Orthopedic and Spine, Apollo Roofing, our exclusive roofing partner, Lemurs Conquer GMC, and NewFi Lending. Also like to thank Dolan's Lumber, Armanino, LLP, BMW Concord, Epic Insurance Brokers and Consultants, Lennox Homes, Mellows Italian Table, Van Pelt Construction Services, Diablo Valley Funeral Home, Carey Brothers Design and Build Remodeling, Carlos Installation Incorporated, Rubino Counseling, and SPM Properties. Not our usual De La Salle TV setup today. We are without our director, Tim Banks, and we're also without color analyst, Stephen Shea. I'm Pat O'Rourke, bringing you this broadcast along with our cameraman, Tony Dickert. Pleased to have you with us for this contest, the final of 6 games at this Christian Brothers Classic. Second year of this, and got a good field. We've seen Justin Siena, LaSalle, Sacred Heart Cathedral, also the Cathedral Phantoms out of LA. 2 LA schools with Cathedral and LaSalle to go along with De La Salle, Christian Brothers Sacred Heart Cathedral. And wait, we're going to have a whistle here as we start the fourth quarter. I think they're going to have to reset because the shot clock wasn't running. Up top, it's Najee Banks. Lucero Mattis spinning his way towards the rim, and he's got the layup, and a nice game for Joaquin Lucero Mattis. He's got 17 of the 38 for the Falcons. Just underway in the fourth quarter. Devon Williams. He slips, kicks it out to Seat. Here's Pachulia. Pachulia with 3 to shoot. Tough shot off the glass, almost got it to fall. Deflected rebound inside. Pachulia's got it and scores the layup inside. 10 of his 15 in the second half. So he's got 15. Lopez Arden's got 17. Austin C's got 11. 3 guys in double figures for De La Salle. And there's a Pachulia takeaway. Pachulia against Archie, goes to the rim, finds himself underneath the hoop, kicks it outside, swing around the perimeter. C, a 3 from straight away. Just rimmed out. And Christian Brothers grabs the rebound with Lucero Mattis. Lucero Mattis goes towards the basket and draws contact. Looks like he'll be on Devon Williams. First foul of this fourth period. Mariano Lopez Arden is in, along with Ashton Preston. As Filipowski takes a seat, along with Ladresh. Christian Brothers basketball, the Falcons are down by 14. Second team foul on the Spartans. That was Pachulia's third, I believe. Yes, it was. Here is Lucero Mattis and another whistle. So that's 4 now on Williams, and that's already 3 team fouls on the Spartans, and we've only played a minute 55 of the fourth. So Miles Archie does the inbounding. He'll find Henley. Now Banks. Banks goes to the rim and scores. First bucket of the game for Najee Banks. Christian Brothers applying pressure most of this second half after the Spartans went on a big run to take a big lead here in the second half after opening up what was a 4-point halftime lead. This is Ashton Preston as the Spartans break pressure, and Ashton Preston goes right to the rim and lays it in with the left hand for his first points of the game. Knocked away by the Spartans on the pass. Bodies hit the deck, and let's see who this foul is on. And now it's on Ashton Preston, so he's got 4. Williams has 4. And another foul on the Spartans is going to put Christian Brothers at the line for the remainder of this one. Inbounds goes to Banks. Now it's Lucero Mattis. Dangerous pass inside, knocked away by Lopez Arden. Here's Austin C. C. Throws it up there for Lopez Arden, grabs it back, and he'll put it in. Lopez Arden with now 19, leading everybody. The Spartan lead at 16. 5:01 to go in the contest. Lucero Mattis throws it away. That's been a problem for the Falcons tonight. That is their 16th turnover. Lopez Arden to Pachulia. Pachulia from the corner. And the rebound grabbed by Najee Banks. Banks goes right to the rim, draws contact, and he's heading to the free throw line. And Preston has just fouled out of the game with 2 points. And they gave the free throw shooter the ball, but they had to make sure that Preston is out of the game. He just picked up his 5th. James Bush will be the one who replaces him. Spartans trying to win without their lone returning starter from last year's team, Ibrahim Monowar. Banks makes the first free throw. Christian Brothers in the bonus for the remainder of regulation. So Banks makes them both. All 4 of his points in the fourth quarter. Each team has 6 in the fourth quarter. 4:39 left. Ivankovic, C, Pachulia, Lopez Arden, and Bush on the floor. And the Spartans just turned it over in the backcourt. Devon Williams is going to check into the game. Joaquin Lucero Mattis controls it up top against the defense of Williams. 14-point De La Salle lead. Lucero Mattis gets it stripped. C to Pachulia. Pachulia to the rim. Can't score, but a foul. First foul of this fourth quarter against the visitors. Pachulia will shoot 2 here. Pachulia, 14 points yesterday in the win against Justin Siena as he makes the first free throw. He also had a rebound, 2 steals, and 3 assists. Misses the second free throw. The rebound goes to the Falcons. Christian Brothers 2-0, De La Salle 1-0. De La Salle 15-point advantage as we are midway through the fourth quarter. Shot inside misses, but there's a 6'8" freshman also missing inside. Grab back by Lucero Mattis. His short jumper is off the mark, and Lopez Arden now has a double-double. 19 points, 10 rebounds for the big man from De La Salle. He's a 6'7" senior. Down low, they get it to him on the left block. Lopez Arden backing his way in, goes up and scores. 21 and 10 for Lopez Arden. 17-point Spartan lead. Lucero Mattis stepped away from the defense, passes off to Henley, and Lopez Arden grabs the rebound, but will get an official timeout. Looked like Jaden DeJesus Eves, a 6'8" freshman, took a shot somewhere. He heads off the floor. Spartans trying to go to 2-0. They'll play Vallejo in their first game of the Chris Von Tour Spartan Classic on Thursday. We'll have it for you here on De La Salle TV. I'll be joined again by my partner, Stephen Shea, as Williams misses inside, and then Lopez Arden finishes. The two-handed dunk pushes this lead to 19. Biggest lead it's been tonight. Here's a long three. Rebound on the floor, gobbled up by the Spartans and Bush. 2.5 to go. And Marcus Schroeder, the De La Salle head coach, is going to use up a timeout, each side with 2 timeouts remaining. And 2:21 to go in this contest. De La Salle has a 19-point advantage. Again, thank to all of our sponsors. Want to make a quick mention of one of our newest sponsors, Bell Brothers. And we'll be playing all those ads when we do the Chris Von Tour Spartan Classic on Thursday. Pachulia, C, Williams, Lopez Arden, and Bush on the 4. Spartans on their way to go into 2-0 on the season. Second team foul on Christian Brothers as Lucero Manis picks up the personal. This is Devon Williams to Austin C. And he almost turned it over, but they're going to get the foul on Banks. Teams ready to play next year. The St. Joseph Notre Dame filing in. You might see some of their players here getting in the way of our camera. With 1:46 to go, there is a steal by Lucero Mattis, and he goes right to the rim and finishes. He's had a few of those tonight, steals and scores. He's got 19. Bush to Pachulia. Pachulia puts it on the deck and gets fouled on his way up. Pachulia misses the first. He's 1 of 3 from the line. Pachulia scoring 9 of his 14 in this second half. He had 8 in that pivotal stretch in the third quarter when the Spartans really increased their lead to double figures. They led by just 4 at the half. They're up by 18 now with 1:20 to go. Henley missed the 3 short. Lopez Arden doing it all right now for the Spartans. He's got 23 and 12. 23 points, 12 rebounds. Less than a minute left. Spartans will next play Thursday right here against Vallejo in their quarterfinals of the Chris Von Tour Spartan Classic. We'll have it for you again here on De La Salle TV. Here's Pachulia, giving a no-look pass to C for a three. It's off the mark. And the Spartans grab the rebound. Bush, he'll get it back to Pachulia. And their shot clock will be turned off as the final seconds will tick off for the Spartans, who lead by 18. And finally a foul on the Falcons. Pachulia now 3 of 5 from the line in this fourth quarter. "13 seconds left. Lucero Mattis pulls up and scores off the glass. And that will make it a 64-46 final in favor of the Spartans. A good performance in the second half for De La Salle. They led by just 4 at the break, but they outscored the Falcons 20-10 in the third quarter and 14-10 in the final quarter to come away with the victory by that 64-44 count. Give you the totals here in just a second. So again, the Spartans led this one 30-26 at the half. And then they outscored Christian Brothers 20-10 in the third, 14-10 in the fourth quarter. Leading the way for the Spartans, Mariana Lopez Arden. 23 points and 12 rebounds for the 6'7" senior. 19 points for David Pachulia. He scored 14 of those in the second half. 11 for Austin C. 4 points for Noah Ladresh. 3 for Jojo Ivankovic. And 2 each for Devon Williams and Ashton Preston. Christian Brothers led by 21 points from Joaquin Lucero Manis. He's their only player in double figures. 9 for Braden Henley. 6 for Jaden DeJesus Eves. 4 for Najee Banks. And 2 points each for Omar Johnson, Isaac Fontaine, and Miles Archie. Christian Brothers had 17 turnovers unofficially. Spartans with 10. Spartans a 30-17 rebounding edge. Spartans 12 of 17 from the line. Christian Brothers 5 of 7 from the free throw line. Spartans go to 2-0. Christian Brothers drop to 2-1. And the Spartans will next play on Thursday against Vallejo in the Chris Von Tour Spartan Classic. My broadcast partner, Stephen Shea, will be joining me again for that one. And the Spartans will be going not only for their third win of the season, but they'll be going for the 100th win in the De La Salle coaching career of Marcus Schroeder, as he improves with this win tonight to 99-26 in his tenure as Spartans head coach. Thanks to all of you for watching. It is not our usual De La Salle TV operation. Thanks so much to our cameraman, Tony Dickert. I'm Pat O'Rourke signing off. Again, the final score tonight, the Spartans defeat Christian Brothers by the final of 64-46. You've been watching Spartan Basketball. This has been a presentation of De La Salle TV. Have a good night.